Hi everyone, it's ASKA here. In this video, I would like to introduce gel allergy that gel nailers should know about. Gel allergies can suddenly occur if you get gel polish without knowing the correct information. In order to continue enjoying cute nails for a long time, it is important to first know the correct information and take prevention measures. In this video, I will explain 5 ways to prevent gel allergies. In the second half of the video, I will also introduce what to do if you have already developed a gel allergy, so please watch until the end. Okay, let's get started. Before talking about gel allergies, I will briefly explain what causes allergies and what symptoms they cause. First of all, an allergy is a state in which the body's immune system reacts sensitively to a certain thing, causing various symptoms such as itching, inflammation of the skin, sneezing, and runny nose. In addition, anything can cause an allergic reaction, from natural substances to chemicals. And the materials used in gel nails can also cause this allergy. This is gel allergy. Which ingredients cause allergies varies from person to person, but some people may have allergic reactions to the ingredients HEMA contained in the gel, acetone contained in the remover, and ethanol used to wipe off uncured gel. This only means that there is a possibility that it may occur, not that it will definitely occur. Here are 5 preventative methods to avoid gel allergies so that you can continue to enjoy gel nails. If you take proper precautions, you won't have to worry about allergies, so please take a look at the end. First of all, the first thing you should be careful about is not to put the gel on your skin. This is because the gel may get on your skin and cause an allergy. To prevent this, try not to put it directly on your skin at all costs. To prevent it from coming into direct contact with your skin, it is also recommended to apply hand cream or oil before getting your nails done to protect your skin in advance. However, if you apply it to the nails themselves, the oil in the cream will make the gel peel off easily. So apply it to skin other than your nails. The area around the nails is particularly prone to gel, so it's a good idea to apply it carefully. If the gel does get on your skin, wipe it off immediately with kitchen paper. If it has leaked on the side, remove it with a wooden stick. Beginners to gel nails tend to get it on their skin, so I recommend applying it from the base of the nail, leaving a gap. This makes it less likely for the gel to leak onto the skin, which helps prevent allergies. The second one. The second thing is to be careful not to let the gel spill out from the container. If the gel drips, you are more likely to touch it without noticing. Whether you are using a container type or a bottle type, be sure to scrape off only the amount you need so that the gel does not drip from the brush. If the gel gets on the outside of the bottle, wipe it off with kitchen paper as soon as you notice it. Also, the gel may stick not only to the gel, but also to the handle of the brush, so it is a good idea to wipe it off regularly with ethanol. Next, the third one. The third thing is to wear a mask and gloves. Gloves are worn to prevent the gel from getting on the skin. But if you cut the fingertips of the gloves with scissors and wear them on the hand that you are applying the gel on, you can prevent the gel from getting on places other than your fingertips. In that case, it's a good idea to protect the skin around your nails with hand cream or oil, as in the first case. And wear a mask to prevent remover and ethanol from evaporating and being inhaled. Also, a large amount of gel scrapings when removing the gel will float in the air, which may enter your trachea without you realizing and cause an allergic reaction. So take measures such as ventilating the room or using a dust collector. Next, the fourth. The fourth point is not to apply gel if there are cuts around your nails. For example, if your hands are very rough and you have a cut, applying gel and the gel gets on the cut, you are more likely to develop an allergy. Healthy skin is less likely to let allergens in due to the barrier function of the stratum corneum. But if you have dryness, cuts, or a rash, the stratum corneum will be disrupted and allergens will be more likely to get in. So, if you have cuts on the skin around your nails, wait until they heal or cover them with something like bandage to prevent the gel from getting on them. The same thing can happen when you are not feeling well. So try not to apply gel on days when you are not feeling well. Finally, the fifth point. The last preventative measure is to wash your hands after applying gel. When you are applying gel and doing art, you are constantly in contact with things that can be allergens. Once the top coat has hardened, I recommend washing your hands thoroughly with soap before moisturizing with nail oil or hand cream. Even though you can't see them, you should wash off any volatile substances such as ethanol and acetone, as well as any gel dust before moisturizing. This will help remove allergens from your skin. Up to this point, we have introduced 5 preventative methods, but from here on, we will introduce how to deal with gel allergies for those who have already developed them. If you feel itchy or develop blisters or inflammation on your skin after applying gel, remove the gel as soon as possible. After removing them, visit a medical institution to be diagnosed as to whether the skin inflammation is due to an allergy. Then, stop using gel polish until your skin returns to normal. Depending on the medical institution, it may also be possible to find out what caused the allergic reaction. Once the cause of the allergic reaction is identified, measures can be taken. If the cause of the allergy is acetone, you can use a remover that does not contain acetone. Or use a fill-in method to remove the gel polish without using a remover. Also, if ethanol is the cause, you can use a top coat that does not leave any uncured gel behind. If UV light is the cause, you can switch to LED light. But if the cause of the allergy is gel, it's a little more complicated. For example, if you have allergic symptoms after eating an apple, you know that it was the apple that caused it. But if you have symptoms after eating pizza, it's difficult to determine whether it was cheese, tomato, or flour. Gel also contains various ingredients, so it is often difficult to determine which ingredient caused the allergic reaction. So if you have an allergic reaction to gel, will you never be able to have gel nails again? It may be too early to give up. Because there are more and more gels available these days that are suitable for gel allergies. It might be a good idea to try a gel that does not contain ingredients that are likely to cause gel allergies. What did you think of the method to prevent gel allergies? Some of you may have felt that gel polish are scary after watching this video. However, if you follow the preventative methods introduced in this video, you can reduce the risk of developing an allergy. If you know the correct method and use it correctly, you can continue to enjoy gel nails for a long time. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button. And if you like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye.